All right, so in this video, I'm really quickly just going to walk you through what I'm looking for the Lab 3 assignment. So this assignment I'm going to dub the Revit Family Scavenger Hunt. What I want you to do is I want you to go online to different resources that you have. So different websites like BIM Object, BIM Smith, Revit City, places like that. And I want you to find Revit families um, that are these particular door and window types that I'm asking for. Okay, so all these door and window types are things we went over a couple weeks ago in the lecture, but the goal of this assignment is to utilize those different web sources and not rely on the Revit built-in library of families for stuff that you'll need for your projects. Okay. Um, I'm sure you've used some of these web sources already for maybe some of your projects, but if not, this is just going to give you practice for where to go to find more specific things that you'll need going forward whenever you're doing your projects. Okay, so like I said, I don't want you to use what's already pre-built into Revit. So anything within the Revit library that comes stock, I don't want you to use for this assignment. Everything that you find, I want it to be from an online source that you've downloaded and put into the project on your own, okay? So if you just pull something from the standard Revit library, I'll be able to tell and I will mark off points for it, okay? So every single family you pull should be from an online resource and it should be custom, okay? All right, so what I specifically want is these 6 window types. I want a double hung window, a casement window, a hopper window, an awning window, a jalousie or louver window. That one is kind of hard to find, but I did find one on Revit City. If you type louver, you'll probably have better luck. Actually, that's R RE, like that. If you type that in, louver window, you'll have better luck finding it probably. And then a sliding window. And then for the doors, I want a single swing panel door. So not just a flush door. I want it to have panels like you're seeing on this one here. I want a bifold door, a bypass sliding door. So this is like a patio door, like a sliding glass door would be a good example, and then a pocket door, so one that actually tucks into the wall. All right. Okay, so I'm going to take you into Revit now and just explain what exactly I'm looking for in here. So inside of Revit, what we're going to do first is open a blank project. Then within the blank project, just go ahead and create a generic wall. And it doesn't really matter how long it is because we're going to be stretching it as we go through to fit everything in. And then you're just going to load all the families that I asked for into the project after you've downloaded them. And you're going to place every single one of them into the wall in a row, okay? And go ahead and just group all the doors together on one side and then all the windows together on one side, okay? After you've done that, we're going to set up an elevation view. So you can just go down here to the building elevations, the default ones that come with the Revit template, and find the one that is going to be facing the face of the wall that we want. So for me, that's going to be the south elevation. If I go here, I can see all the doors and windows in the wall. I don't have all 10 of them placed, but this is just to give you an idea of what I want. After we go to the elevation, go ahead and just use the text tool and then add in some text because we're going to be putting annotations over this. And for example, for this first one, I want you to just type the name of the door. So just copy exactly like what I asked for, like on the notepad here. So single swing panel door. Just like that. And then I want you to edit this text to get rid of that ugly background it has. So if you click on the text and then click edit type, and then right here where it says background opaque, set that to transparent and then click apply. Okay, now this is a little bit too big. So to shrink this text down to a better size, just change your view scale down here. And I'm going to set it to, let's see, 1/4. Something like that is probably okay. And then also I'm going to add in here my source of where I downloaded this. So if I, let's see if it'll let me edit it. So if I double click on this, I'm going to put source, and then for my source, I will just put bimobject.com. Okay. And just position that directly above the door. So go ahead and do that for every single one of the families in here. And then after we've done that, there's one more thing I'm looking for. So we're going to set up a basic schedule. Okay, that's going to tell me the types that all the families are that you put in here. So to do this, all we have to do is go to our View tab. We're going to go here to the Schedules button. Click on Schedules and Quantities. And then inside of New Schedule here, we're going to double-click Multi-Category. Okay. Now, within this window, we want to find, let's see if we scroll down, Family and Type. And then we're going to click on that. Then we're going to click on the green one to add it to our schedule fields. And then we want to scroll up and find Category. And then we're going to add that to our schedule field as well. All right, then we're just going to click on OK. And that's going to take us to our schedule. Expand your columns so that I can fully see everything that's in here. And go ahead and just name this window and door schedule. I already have one, so I'm going to call mine window. Actually, I'll call it door and window schedule because I think I called the other one window and door schedule. There we go, door and window schedule. And then the final thing that you need to do here is filter out these generic models because some of these families have generic models embedded in them and I don't want to see those. So to filter those out, we're going to click here on the filter tool, and then where it says filter by here, we're going to click on category, and then where it says equals, put does not equal, and then set the last section to generic models, and then click on OK, and that's going to filter all of those generic models out. So now you can see, I can see all the families, I can see their dimensions, and I can see what category it is. So that just is going to help me with grading to verify that you pulled stuff from online sources. All right. So once you have done both of those things, again, let me go back here. Once you have added in all of your doors and windows, and you've labeled them with their type and the source that you got them from, I want to see a screenshot of this entire window, plus add your name to it, like I usually have you do. So just go ahead and add in, you can just copy this, and just put your name up here somewhere. Finish that, double click on this, and move all this. There you go. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. Just like that. Make sure your view setting is set to shaded. So down here, just click on that and then click on shaded, and set your detail level to fine so I can see all of the extra line work that might be in there, just to make sure I'm seeing the entire thing. And then that should be it. So take a screenshot of this entire window, just as you're seeing here, once all this is in there and labeled. And then the door and window schedule, again, as you add more of these into here, I'm just going to use a basic one just to illustrate this. So as I add, let me find all right, I haven't done one of these. As we add these in, right, it's just going to add to our door and window schedule and populate. Okay, so you can see there's the new ones in there somewhere. Right there, fixed. But after you have this all populated and complete, same thing, go ahead and just do a screenshot of the full screen showing this schedule, and that's what I want you to submit. So this screen completed and the schedule totally filled out with these two categories and the generic models filtered out of it. Now for the sources, again, let me just show you really quick if you haven't used these before. This is bimobject.com. So this is going to be one of the best sources that you can use. Just go here, and if you don't have an account, I think you can sign in with your Autodesk account if you have. Obviously, you're going to have an Autodesk account. So just sign in with that, and then you can just search the different types of windows and doors here, and they have a lot of them. They might not have all of them. Like I said, the Jalousie one, I had to find that on Revit City. Okay, so you guys may have used Revit City in the past, but they have all kinds of stuff. If you just Google it, like the type of window, a Revit City link will probably pop up where you can get it. And then the other one would be, let's see, BIMsmith. It's another good website. So if you go here, BIMsmith, here's window families. You can search the type of window that you want, and then you can just look through, and if you find one you like, click on it, and you can download it from here. You're going to have to sign up with an account, but you should be able to download it for free and then just load it into the project, okay? So hopefully that is relatively simple to do. If for some reason there's one that you just cannot find no matter how hard you try, you can substitute it with another either door or window type that was in the lecture that I gave. Okay, so that was the week 5 lecture. We talked about doors and windows. You can look at that, and if there's something in there that I didn't list on the list, you could do that instead. Just make a note of it that you did that whenever you go to submit the assignment. All right, so that should be it. If you have any questions, need help, just let me know and I will help you out.